Hey everyone, greetings from Honeycomb Manila. This is Nico from Next Action Phase and you're watching The Drop Zone. This unboxing video is sponsored by the amazing people at Geekbox PH. They are the hub for all of your board gaming needs, curated by fellow board game geeks like us. Geekbox PH offers same-day delivery within Metro Manila with fast and hassle-free transactions nationwide. Their website has a great selection of popular board games and essential accessories for the avid gamer, so definitely check out their link at the description below. I'm actually glad that Geekbox sent us this game for us to unbox, so let's check it out. This game is called GKR Heavy Hitters. This is a game that was designed by Weta Workshop and published by Cryptozoic. This is a base Kickstarter version of the game. It doesn't come with all of those fancy add-ons, but it's still the same game regardless. It looks so action-packed. It also looks like it's something that I would play all the time because I'm a fan of Star Wars X-Wing. I'm a fan of tactical games like XCOM, and this looks like it's going to be right up in my alley. The box design here says that it's GKR. It actually means Giant Killer Robots. That's actually their acronym for this huge mechs that you are seeing in front of the cover. This cover is showing like this huge mech that is firing a cannon off to an enemy. It immediately shows the theme in this game. You see that there are other mechs that are being featured in the other sides of the box. They also have the logo for Weta Workshop and Cryptozoic here, and the playtime and the number of players that are recommended in order to play this game. So let's carefully open up the box here. When you open up the box, you will be seeing these rule books and the plastic insert where the mechs are contained. You will be seeing in the sides of the box some of the logos of the industries and the companies that these mechs will represent. This is the rulebook for Heavy Hitters, and as soon as you open it up, you will be seeing a lot of colored images and diagrams that will explain the game for you. This actually has a lot of reading that needs to be done, but I don't think that is a bad thing. They're even explaining here how the mechs attack, how some of the pilots will affect the battlefield. It actually explains more of the actions and the movements and the combat phase that you will be doing in detail here. There's also a diagram for the board and how they would like to recommend these certain diagrams for 4 players or 3 players. You will also be seeing here the advanced rulebook. This is actually more text heavy. So before we head into looking into the mechs itself, so let's check out this white box that contain most of the components of the game as well that are plastic. So first is, you will notice when you open it, you will be introduced to the plastic inserts that are for the buildings. These are the ones that you will be using in order to create obstacles in the game. That's actually a good way of representing the obstacles. These are for the rooftops where you will be putting some of the tags that are also part of this game. So the tags actually have different colors that are representing the different factions of the game. They have smiley faces that are apparently the mascot of the game, which is Hapsy. The rooftops are the ones where you will be putting these tags that I just showed you. Alright, next is you will be seeing this very red token. I'm not sure what this is for, but it kind of looks like it's a very important token for determining a starting player, I guess, or maybe putting like a power-up on a building. I'm not sure yet. I haven't really played this game yet. Next is these markers that you will be using in order to keep track of the damage probably, or the energy that you have already consumed for your mech. Maybe this is also something that you will be using for the pilot cards. I'm not sure yet. I really want to know what these are for, but it reminds me of games like Zombicide. Next is this 10 6-sided dice. 8 of them are white and 2 of them are black. I have a feeling this is how you're going to roll for damage or probably some movement as well for the mechs. And then of course the star of the show, which are the mechs. They're part of a plastic insert and there is a cover for the insert that is included for the mechs in order to keep them from falling off the box. Each of these mechs have a very different looking aesthetic. I actually like how the aesthetics look because they are actually representing the industries and the companies that they are being sponsored for. It has a really nice looking logo underneath. It even has a firing arc that is in front of the mech. That means this is how it will be determining its shooting range. Alright, so we have one for the blue. We also have one for the mech that is actually in front of the cover. This also has amazing decals in it. Next one is this green mech. He looks like a very defensive mech, and that's probably my starting mech for this game on my first playthrough. This one is yellow mech. It's carrying this huge cannon like this way, and it has it has tubes that are going through a power source maybe, and it looks very tall, but it's not as tall as the orange mech earlier. Each faction has their own support mech and like a flying mech of sorts, but all of them have different looks. Kudos to those people in Weta Workshop for making a really nice looking game. It actually doesn't look like miniatures. In our playgroup, we actually call it bigatures. Let's also check out the other components that are included in the game as well. So when you lift this, you will be seeing the cardboard components of the game, which consists of the map and the cards. In the board, there are hexes, and each hex has like its own designation for some reason. It's dual-sided, and it has a different design at the back and on the front as well. I believe that means more replayability for the game. You will be also seeing the decks that come with the game. Each mech faction is not limited to the pilots that are included in the game, so that means you may be able to build your own deck of pilots that will be helping you win this game. Each deck is well defined by its colors, and I like that. I really like that in a game such as this one. These are the buildings that you will be tagging. That's what they call it in the game, and they are actually ready to be assembled along with the plastic inserts that are included in the white box earlier. These are very well produced components for the game. That's something that I really appreciate from Cryptozoic and Weta Workshop. So these player mats, like I mentioned earlier, these are the ones that you will be using in order to keep track of the energy of the damage that were also dealt in your mechs. There are some symbols here for online systems and offline systems for some reason. And finally, you will also be seeing the upgrade tokens that will also be crucial for your mech, and the pilot achievement board that is apparently going to make your pilots and your mechs a bit better during the course of the gameplay. So this has been our unboxing video for GKR Heavy Hitters. This actually looks like a very awesome game to play with friends, and I really can't wait to, you know, build my own deck, you know, play this with the Honeycomb team, especially with KO, who is also a fan of this one. And I am very excited to create and produce the next video where we do a playthrough of this game. So if you like this video, please comment and share and subscribe to our channel. And if ever you have any suggestions, please let us know. I'm definitely open ears. I hope you like how we produced this video, and I hope I see you in the next video. And as always, at Next Action Phase, it's your turn.